Hello and welcome to Capacity TV. My name is Saf Malik, Senior Reporter at Capacity Media. Today I'm joined by Dr. Paul Grønsund, Director of Cloud Strategy and Architecture at Telenor Group, Miss Honoré LaBourdette, Vice President of the Telco Media, Entertainment and Edge Ecosystem at Red Hat, and Mr. Wang Quan, VP of ZTE Corporation, Deputy GM of Computing and Core Network. Thank you for joining us today, guys.
I think it's a very good question because actually ZT is a full stack solution provider, which means that ZT has our own cloud platform. It's called TEX, and it's a virtual machine and a container-based dual engine platform. But we do want our customer to have all the options open. So ZT Core Network portfolio is designed to be fully cloud native and open. That means fully decoupled from our own clouds. So as a result, ZT has deployed many projects with Red Hat globally. Now we are serving over 100 million subscribers, and it's still going.
Paul, coming to you next. What's the strategy of Telenor's cloud technology evolution?
Well, I would say a main principle in our cloud strategy is, of course, cloud native, right? Cloud native first, I would say. And so that's really a key requirement for anything new that we want to deploy into the cloud. And also for existing services, we evaluate whether there's modernization benefits toward cloud native. And if there is, we do that modernization. But I think it's also important in our strategy to say that cloud native is not only about the technology. It is a transformation. And it's for us, it's also really about the way of work and the culture. It's about things like consuming everything as a service. It's about automating everything. And it's like things around the cloud native operating model and so on. So that's a huge topic in itself. But a second important part is maybe if I touch a bit onto the public versus the private cloud topic. So we do have a public cloud first strategy. Mm-hmm. And so far we have been moving quite significant amounts of applications into the public cloud, and we are still doing that. But as you all probably know, there are quite some applications that cannot go into that public cloud due to reasons such as regulatory, whether it's about autonomy, national autonomy, whether it's about privacy, or things like latency. And that's also why we build the private clouds. And a key principle over there is that those private clouds must support applications from multiple vendors, exactly as in the public cloud. And that's kind of what we call the application agnostic cloud principle. And then maybe a third topic to talk about as well is around our multi-cloud strategy, which is important so that we have this optionality, enabling best of breed and best of suite. And this involves public and private clouds. It involves distributed clouds. It involves also clouds from different providers. And to maintain that proper security and control and manageability, we build what we call an orchestration layer on top so that we can consume services across these clouds, which then includes things like provisioning, security, cost control, observability, really important, CI/CD tooling, and so on. And then maybe a fourth thing to bring up is on the security, which is really important into the cloud strategy. And that's where we have what we call our defendable architecture, which consists of 14 security controls around prevention capabilities, detection, and access controls. And then we take that defendable architecture and we implement that on the cloud platforms that we consume, including Red Hat. So that's a bit of the high level and most important things into our strategy, I would say. Yeah, no, that's a key principle as stated in our strategy. And I think it's also kind of a key principle for the cloud in general, I would say, a foundational concept. And we do often see this being challenged by application vendors, and some want to come with their own isolated cloud platform, and then sometimes only working for their own applications only. And that's not what we want. So a bit onto the main drive for this application agnostic cloud is that we are achieving higher operational efficiency since we are operating one private cloud platform instead of multiple. We don't need to train people onto many platforms. As an example, we achieve the agility and the automation. Cost efficiency is also important, and faster time to market. And that's also basically why we build our private cloud platform based on solutions that are open and accessible, so that these can be used by a wide number of applications.
Okay, well, my idea is just like your question. The whole idea is to offer what's good for the customers. Actually, ZT Cloud Core brings a cloud-native architecture, which is very flexible. And with the CI/CD and fully automation, we can improve a lot for the operation efficiency. And with Red Hat together, we actually customized plenty of system enhancements, like covering the end-to-end troubleshooting, performance optimization, and very important, just like mentioned, system security reinforcement. I think this is maybe the most important part. And something more I want to emphasize is system integration. ZT's professional integration team handles end-to-end deployment from scratch, even covers the third-party application. For every project, the PSI team from ZTE will have it fully tested in ZT Open Lab mirror environment before handing over to customer. I think that is the way how we can guarantee fast and good delivery.
Telecommunications industry is confronted with a number of challenges as they embark on their journey to the cloud. And I think that Pao and Wang both highlighted a number of those challenges and how their strategy enables them to better overcome those challenges. A couple of those challenges is, how do you manage the complexity? How do you manage the cost? Key highlights that were pointed out by both Wang and Pao are around ensuring open source, ensuring that the applications that are conducive to going into the public cloud versus applications are better suited to be on-prem, all run on a consistent platform and can offer the operational efficiencies, the security, the orchestration, the management, all of which helps to address the challenges associated with the journey to the cloud. Red Hat's cloud strategy is, in fact, to provide that open source platform for driving applications or delivering applications and services, be it in the public cloud, be it on-prem, and extending that all the way to the edge, right? We have our open hybrid horizontal platform, and that platform delivers at the platform layer all of the security and all of the containerized capabilities that's required in order for telco companies like Telenor to accomplish what they're trying to accomplish. But Red Hat cannot do that alone. You know, clearly, as we look at that open hybrid platform that can support deliverance of services from the public cloud to the on-prem and to the edge, really requires a partnership with companies like ZTE. Because ZTE brings a depth and breadth of capabilities to what Telenor is trying to do and what other telecommunication companies are trying to do, we have established a really significant and powerful partnership together, where we take some of the complexity out of what the telcos are trying to accomplish by working on the complexity up front, right? We work very closely with ZTE to do all of the certification, to do all of the validation, we work together on the proof of concepts. We do a lot of work together in the partnership before we actually do the work on-prem with companies like Telenor and other telcos. By coming together this way, we can most effectively address those challenges that the telecommunications industry faces. We also offer, the scale, the ability to take all of the capabilities of ZTE and all of the capabilities that Red Hat has to offer in the industry and allow that to scale across the journey and provide the flexibility for the telcos and Telenor, companies like Telenor, to be able to effectively choose. Do I want this to run in the public cloud? Do I want this to run on-prem? Is this an application that I'm going to take all the way to the edge? It's through our partnership with ZTE that we really can deliver the most powerful, the most secure, the most cost-effective, the most agile solutions that the telecom industry needs today.